Hi, folks, and a good evening. It is Wednesday, already making it through most of the week already this week, like the rest of them flying through. Alexandria Tower Cam, courtesy of Sinlaw Broadcasting on Texas Street. We're seeing the setting sun here with a clear sky. And I think up in Leesville, we're checking things out over there. Clear sky over in that direction. Temperatures in the lower 60s for the most part. Dew points are low. Natchitoches up in that area. Clear sky also. Temperatures in the lower 60s, dew points in the upper 20s in some locations are already in Sinlaw, and that is going to add a little chill power to the atmosphere for tonight. Let's check out things on the radar. Of course, we have to go far and wide before we see any rain. Nothing showing up here in our region. Dry air mass is winning the forecast right now, winning the day. With the front coming through this morning, you saw that wind picked up today, gust 20, 30 miles an hour with that front. Storm system up in the Great Lakes, portions of the Midwest, and a big one, once in a decade kind of deal, coming into the Pacific Northwest there. And eventually that will affect those folks, continue to affect them with extreme mountain snows and some very high rainfall totals in the lower elevations as well. Checking things out beyond this, as go to our local Futurecast model. We continue to see your start back to work and school Thursday morning. No issues, a clear sky at that time. By the time you head back home, still cloudless, probably a cloudless sky. No rain, of course, with this. Maybe a few high clouds coming in on Friday, but things going on for Friday evening football. No issues there. It'll be wonderful football weather. Incredible, in fact. Flood alerts, just reminding you that you folks in Southwest Rapides, the Calcasieu River, the gauge at near Union Hill, Glenmora is over flood stage now, so that river remains in flood at that location. Here's one of the weather headlines. How chilly will it be for tonight? Well, the Sinlaw average I'm expecting is 37. Now, typically we see on the morning of November 21st, a low temperature of 44 degrees. That's what we call climatology over a long 30-year time span. Now, the record low, look at this, 22 in 1951. You can see what I have here, nowhere near that. I do see most readings being into the 30s here across central Louisiana. It could be as low as 33 or 34 and as high as 40 or 41. So you can take a look at some of the numbers I've got plotted here for you. Maybe a point where you're close to, and your thermometer might be reading somewhere close to what I'm giving here. These readings, if this verifies, I think will be the lowest here, since we had a little early dose of chilly weather on October 17th and 18th. We had 2 mornings there where we dropped into the upper 30s for average lows across central Louisiana. Now, the dew points are pretty low here, some 20s and some 30s mixed. If we were to stay calm overnight, I think I could forecast lower temperatures than this, but we're going to see kind of a steady breeze staying up all night. And that will kind of mix the atmosphere, if you will, and prevent, for the most part, temperatures from cratering to their lowest point that they could potentially reach for tonight. So the wind helps us. It makes us feel chillier, but as far as the thermometer is concerned, the way the atmosphere behaves, the physics there, it keeps it from cratering and getting to the extreme low temperatures we could on a dry night. So a little front, a reinforcing front. Yes, we need it. So it's going to keep us dry all the way through the weekend now. As we see 3 more mornings of, I've got 30s, 37, 38, 36. Right now that's high enough to be generally above freezing, although sometimes when we get a 36, 37 for an average across Sinlaw, there could be some thermometers drop to 32. I think if that happens and touch freezing, that would be very unusual. That would certainly be the exception and not the rule. Just a few out of 100 thermometers, I think, would do that here with these temperatures, unless it gets colder than we think. So the weekend, notice the warming trend kicking in Sunday. That's the next weather headline after the chilly mornings, 42. So we're up 6 from Saturday's low there. A little bit more moisture. We hit a plus 10 there for the afternoon high. And then look at Monday, 60 degrees. So the moisture's here big time. Right now, don't expect any rain out of it. The atmosphere is not really set up for that, but it'll be a warm day with high of 81. And going into Tuesday and Wednesday before Thanksgiving, 20-30% chance of rain. We see a little front in the vicinity there. Sometime maybe part of Tuesday and into part of Wednesday. Very slow moving, kind of sluggish front, if you will. May drop the temperatures just a tad, but still staying above normal. And so far, rain chances are on the low side for Tuesday and Wednesday. But as you know, that could change. And Thanksgiving, maybe a continuation of Wednesday's rain chances, what it looks like to me right now. All right, take care. Nick might be with you in the morning, but if not, then I'll be with you about this time for tomorrow, maybe a little bit later, and we'll do a stream together then. Take care, and hope you have a